विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। In the previous class, the first part of the third Mundaka, in which it is very much discussed the ways and means to know the Brahman. In continuation of that, here another stanza says, प्राणो ह्येष यः सर्वभूतैर्विभाति विजानन् विद्वान् भवते नातिवादी आत्मक्रीडः आत्मरतिः क्रियावान् एषः ब्रह्मविदां वरिष्ठः। प्राणो ह्येषः, he who is called as prana, pranasya pranam, it was explained in Upanishads. He is prana. Yes, sarvabhutair vibhati, that shines forth in all the things, in all the beings which shines, that is sarvabhutair vibhati. Atmakridaha atmaratihi kriyavan esha brahmavidam varishtaha. One who knows this prana, or one who is shining in all beings, one becomes a knower. He cannot be the superior speaker. He cannot become a ativadi. Having delight in the soul, that means Atman, having pleasures in the soul, he will do all the rights. This is the outline meaning of the stanza. If we go in deep into the meaning of this mantra, here Bhashyakara explains in a beautiful manner, yoyam pranasya pranaha paraha ishvaraha hyeshaha prakritaha sarvabhutaihi brahmadi stamba paryantaihi. Prano hyeshaha, he is called as prana because from Brahma to Stamba, Stamba means that is a minute creature in the world. Brahma is the first creature. So from Brahma to Stamba means covering all the universe. He is called as prana because he stays in each and every things and beings. That's why he is called pranasya pranaha. He is prana. Sarvabhutastaha sarvatma san. He is in each and every beings. That's why he is called as sarvabhutastaha. Sarvabhutastaha sarvatma san. Vibhati vividham deepyate. Vibhati, he shines. How he shines? Evam sarvabhutastham yas sakshad atmabhavena ayam ahamasmiti vijanan vidwan vakyartha jnana matrena saha bhavate bhavati na bhavati tyetat kim. One who knows this prana, he will not become a ativadi. What does it mean by ativadi? One who is atitya vadati iti ativadi, one who crosses this prana or supreme God, whatever you call it, that cannot be. A speaker cannot cross it over because atitya vaditum na shaknoti ataha nativadi. Yastu atitya vadati saha ativadi brahma atitya vaditum yaha na shaknoti saha nativadi. Because vakyartha jnana matram इति न यस्तु अनुभव रूपेण जानाति। अतः साक्षात् आत्मभावेन अयम अहम अस्मि. How he experiences it, how he experiences, that means ayam aham asmi, aham brahmasmi. That is the ultimate goal of all Vedanta. That is the ultimate goal of all means of Vedantic knowledge. That's why when he realizes ayam aham brahmasmi, idam brahma tad ahamasmi, that is the experience. If he gets such kind of experience, saha bhavate na bhavati kim na bhavati ativadi atitya sarvan anyan vaditum shilam asyet ativadi. One who crosses this prana or Brahman, if he speaks something else, he is called as ativadi. It is not easy to understand the meaning of ativadi. How to cross over this Brahma and how to explain something else that is other than Brahma. That means in this world, a Brahmajnani, he will not see other than Brahman. Whatever he sees it as Brahman only. Not other than Brahma he will see anything else. That's why if he sees other than Brahma, then he crosses Brahma and he will see something else and he will speak something about. That's why he is called as ativadi. Whereas a true Brahman, a true Brahmajnani cannot cross it over. He cannot speak like anything, because there may be so many objects in this world, but these objects are perceived by a ajnani, not a jnani. A jnani will not see anything other than Brahma. That's why he cannot become ativadi. Yastvevam sakshat atmanam pranasya pranam vidwan ativadi sana bhavati. One who realizes that is aham brahmasmi, he cannot become ativadi. He cannot speak about other than Brahman. Whatever he speaks about Brahman only. He will not perceive anything other than Brahman. That's why he cannot become ativadi. Sarvam yada atmaiva nanyadasti iti drishtam tada kim hyasau atitya vadet. Whatever he perceives in this universe, he sees it as only Brahman. Brahmaiva paschat, Brahma purastat, Brahma dakshinataschottarena. That is the experience of the Brahmajnani. He will see whatever in his front, that is also Brahman. Whatever besides him, that is also a Brahman. Whatever in his back, that is also a Brahman. That means from all the directions, whatever he sees, everything he sees only as Brahman. So he cannot become ativadi. Yasya to aparam anyad drishtam asti sah tad atitya vadati. One who knows other than Brahman. That means a different object is, if perceived by somebody else, he is not a Brahmajnani. He is called as ativadi because he crosses. He will leave Brahman and he will speak about something other than Brahman. That's why he is called as ativadi. Ayantu vidwan atmano anyan napashyati nanyat shrunoti nanyat dvijanati ato nati vadati. He will not perceive anything other than Brahman. He will not listen anything other than Brahman. He will not know anything other than Brahman. Nanyad dvijanati, nanyat shrunoti, nanyat dvijanati. Yatra nanyat pashyati nanyat dvijanati sabhuma. That is the bhuma lakshanam explained in Upanishads. So one who experiences Brahman, that means Bhuman, Brahma called as Bhuman. One who experiences, he will speak only Brahman, not other than Brahman. That is why he is called as Nativadi. Kincha Atmakridaha Atmanyeva cha Krida Kridanam Yasya Nanyatra Putradarashu Saha Atmakridaha. One who plays with Atma, one who plays with Atma, one who plays in Atma, Saha Atmakridaha. He will not play with his wife, children, etc. or relatives, because he does not see other than Brahman, anything else. That's why he is called as Atmakrida. Tatha Atmaratihi, Atmanyeva cha Ratihi Ramanam Pritihi Yasya Saha Atmaratihi. Atmaratihi, one who plays with Atma, he is called as Atmakridaha. One who is having satisfaction in Atman, he is called as Atmaratihi. What is the difference between these two words? One is Atmakrida, one is Atmarati. In the Krida, that means in the play also, there will be satisfaction. In Atmarati, that is also a satisfaction will be there. But the difference is, the play is which requires Bhakya Sadhana Sapeksha. Krida Bhakya Sadhana Sapeksha. Ratistu Sadhana Nirapeksha Bhakya Vishaya Priti Matram. Where there is absolute necessity of the outer instruments, that is called as Krida. Where there is no necessity of any instruments or any means for this kind of satisfaction, that is called Rati. Bhakya Sadhana Nirapeksha Pritihi Ratihi. Bhakya Sadhana Sapeksha Krida Atmakrida. That is the difference between these two. It is well explained and in a beautiful way by the Bhashyakara. Krida Bhakya Sadhana Sapeksha Ratistu Sadhana Nirapeksha Bhakya Vishaya Priti Matram. Tatha Kriyavan Jnana Dhyana Vairagyadi Kriya Yasya Soyam Kriyavan. Yastu Etadrisha Brahmajnanam Praptum Tatra Uktanam Sadhananam Anushtanam Karoti Saha Kriyavan. That means one who does something Anusthana, he is called as Kriyavan. Not one who performs Yajnadik Kriya, the rites or rituals which will be performed by somebody else, he is also called Kriyavan. But here, one who is having Brahman knowledge, he is also called as Kriyavan. What kind of Kriya? Here it is explained, Kriyavan Jnana Dhyana Vairagyadi Kriya, which is very much necessary to attain the salvation or the utmost goal of a human being, that is moksha. These are all the Antaranga Sadhana. Jnana, Dhyana, Vairagya. Jnanam, that is the direct means to attain moksha, and Dhyana, it is also a Sahakari Sadhana. Vairagya, renunciation, it is also required. One who practices all these kind of sadhanas, he is called as Kriyavan. Samasapathe Atmaratireva Kriya Asya Vidyate iti Bahurihi Madhubarthayoho Anyataro Atirikyate Kechittu Agnihotradi Karma Brahma Vidyayoho Samuchayartham Icchanti. Here Jnana Karma Samuchayavadi, he is called one who says Jnana and Karma both are required to attain moksha. He is called as Samuchayavadi. But Bhashyakara stoutly refutes it, because jnana and karma both are in the dialectically in the opposite direction, or in the diametrically in the opposite direction. That two cannot become a means to attain moksha, because jnana is something different, karma is something different. Both are in the different directions. Though that's why those two cannot become close together. That is why jnana karma samuccayavadaha bhashyakaraihi nirakrataha. Jnana karma samuccayavada nirakaranam bhashyakaraihi तैत्रीय भाष्यस्य आरंभे गीता भाष्यस्यापि आरंभे अन्ते अष्टादशाध्यायस्य उपसंहारात्मक श्लोकस्य व्याख्यानावसरे च ज्ञानकर्म समुच्चयस्य निराकरणं कृतम्. ज्ञानम कर्म both are required, but karma only parampara karanam. Jnana is the direct means to attain moksha. Karma cannot become a direct means to attain moksha. Here somebody says jnana karma samucchayaha atra kriyavan iti padena suchitaha. Here kriyavan, this word indicates karma and jnana both are required. That's why he is called as kriyavan. Being a brahmajnani, he should perform some kind of duties. When he performs the duties, then only he will be called as kriyavan. That is the argument of the jnana karma samuccayavadi. But Bhashyakara here, he refutes it stoutly, because tacchaisha brahmavidam varishtha ityanena mukhyartha vachanena virudhyate. One who is brahmavidam varishtaha, one who is the supreme, one who is the prime among the jnani people, he is called as kriyavan. Being a brahmajnani, how can he become kriyavan? Because both are in the opposite direction. The same person cannot perform both these means. That means karma and jnana both cannot be performed by a single person. It can be performed by different persons. Nahi bahya kridaha atmaratischa bhavitum shaktaha kaschid. Bahya krida, one who requires the external means, one who atmaratihi, without external means also he cannot become atmaratihi. If he requires external means, he requires. If he does not require, he cannot require. He requires, does not require. It cannot be in a single person. For this, there should be two persons minimum. So the same person cannot perform karma and jnana. That's why here accordingly the meaning which is to be taken, which is not opposite to the meaning of brahmavidam varishtaha, that kind of meaning should be taken here for this word atma kridaha atmarati kriyavan. What kind of kriya? Jnana, dhyana, vairagyadi kriya, which is helpful, which is sahakari to attain moksha. That kind of kriya, that kind of activities performed by this jnani. So kriyavan means jnana dhyana vairagyadi kriyavan eva kriyavan. Atma kaschit bahya kriya vinivruttaha atma krido bhavati bahya kriya atma kridayor virodha. Bahya kriya vinivruttaha, one who is not interested in the external means, he dissolves all the external means. He cannot become atma krida unless and until he dissolves all the means of external means he cannot become Atmakrida. If he wants to become Atmakrida, he has to leave all the external means which are only means to attain something other than Brahman. To achieve Brahman knowledge, these are all the external means will not be helpful. That is why Atmakrido bhavati bhahyakriya Atmakridayor virodhat nahi tamah prakashyor gavad ekatra sthiti sambhavati, because the light and the darkness both are in the opposite direction. Both will be diametrically in the opposite direction, cannot become close together. In the same manner, this Kriyavan means one who performs Jnana, Dhyana, Vairagya, he can become Brahmajnani. One who performs the rituals, Yajna, Yagadi Kriya, he cannot become a Brahmajnani, because karma like a darkness, Brahman like light. Darkness and light cannot coexist. Tamah prakashayo, that is explained in the Adhyasa Bhashya itself. Tamah prakashavad viruddha svabhavayo. Tamah prakashayor yugapad ekatra sthitihi na sambhavati. Yugapad, in the same place darkness can be there, in the same place light also will be there, but in the different period, different time, not simultaneously. At the same time, darkness and the light cannot coexist in the same place, because they are viruddhayoho tamah prakashayoho yugapada ekatra sthiti na sambhavati. Tasma asat pralapitameva etad anena jnana karma samuchaya pratipadanam. That's why this is the misrepresentation or something misrepresentation, misinterpretation of the mantra by this Samuchayavadi. So you cannot take this Kriyavan word taken for granted as one who performs the rituals, he will become Brahmajnani. This kind of meaning cannot be taken here. Anyavacho vimunchatha sannyasa yoga ityadi shrutibhyascha. To support his argument, Bhashyakara says Anyavacho vimunchatha amrutasyesha setuhu. That was explained in this Mundakopanishad only. Sannyasa yoga dyataya shuddha sattvaha vedanta vijnana sudishchitarthaha sannyasa yoga dyataya shuddha sattvaha. One who wants to become Brahman, or one who wants to attain moksha, one who wants to know the Brahman, he has to go for sannyasa. He has to renunciate everything. One who renunciates, he cannot perform these kind of rituals or duties. After relinquishing all the karma, that itself is called as sannyasa. Sannyasin only will be eligible to attain moksha. Otherwise, he cannot come out of the worldly bondage. One who is very much in the world, he cannot come out of this bondage. If he cannot come out of this bondage, how can he become a mukta? Tasmad ayameva iha kriyavan yaha jnana dhyana kriyavan saha abhinnartha maryada sannyasi. At last, what is the outcome? Kriyavan means sannyasi. Being a sannyasi, kriyavan. How does it mean? Being a sannyasi, kriyavan means one who performs this jnananukula vyaparaha or dhyanam or vairagyam. For that matter, whatever is required, one who one who is practicing something, jnana, dhyana, vairagya, he is called as kriyavan, not one who performs rituals. That's why jnana karma samuchchayaha samuchchayavadaha sarvatha anapekshitaha iti bhashyakaraihi nirakkeyate. Ya evam lakshanaha nativadi atmakridaha atmaratihi kriyavan brahmanishtaha sah brahmavidham sarvesham varishtha pradhanaha. One who is become brahmavit, brahmajnani, sah brahmavidam madhye varishtha pradhanaha. He will become the supreme. He will become the prime knower of Brahman. One who is having these kind of adjectives. What are the adjectives? Atmakridaha, Atmaratihi, Kriyavan. These are all the adjectives. Applies to whom? One who knows Brahman with these kind of adjectives. He is called as the supreme knower of Brahman. Brahmavidam varishtha. So these are all the means to attain or to know the Brahman. The means and ways will be explained here in this Mundaka in a different manner. In continuation of that, the next mantra also says, Satyena labhyas tapasa hyesha atma samyajnanena brahmacharyena nityam antashharire jyotirmayo hi shubhraha yam pashyanti yatayaha kshina dosha. Satyena labhyaha. Here are the other means to attain moksha. Satyena labhyaha. This Atman or Brahman or the moksha obtainable by truth. It can be obtained by truth. Satyena labhyaha. Tapasa, by austerity, by tapas. Satyena labhas tapasa hyesha atma samyajnanena. Samyajnanam, the proper knowledge of Brahman. Yathartha jnanam, yathartha jnanam. That is the proper knowledge. And brahmacharyena nityam, by following the chastity, the brahmacharya. Brahmacharyena nityam, the chastity which is practiced constantly, that is called as brahmacharya. The constantly practiced chastity is also a powerful means to attain moksha. One who wants to attain moksha, he must follow this brahmacharya. Brahmacharya is very much necessary. Brahmacharya means indriya nigraha. Indriya nigraha is very much necessary. Maithuna asamacharaha brahmacharyam. That is the explanation given in Shastras. Antashharire jyotirmayo hi shubhraha. Within the physics, within the body, antarmaye, antashharire jyotirmayo hi shubhraha, consisting of life. Shubhraha, he is pure. Yam pashyanti yatayaha kshina dosha. Whom the yatayaha, that means sannyasi, one who renunciates every worldly objects, with imperfections are done away with. Yatayaha kshina dosha pashyanti. Only a sannyasin can experience such a kind of Atman. That is the explanation. Here Bhashyakara, he explains, Adhuna satyadini bhikshoho samyajnana sahakarini sadhanani vidhiyante nivritti pradhanani. If we talk about the mantras only outline knowledge will not be sufficient. First, the outline knowledge is to be required, and then what is the depth in that mantra. To know the depth of the mantra, Bhashyakara's explanation, it is very much required. Here Bhashyakara says, Satyadini bhikshoho samyajnana sahakarini. Satyam tapaha ityadikam sanyasinam jnane sahakari sadhanani abhidhiyante. Sahakari sadhana sapekshatvam. Sahakari sadhananyapi apekshitani. Nivritti pradhanani. These are all the instruments. These instruments, or these are all the means. These are all the means will help the sadhaka to attain jnana, that is in the nivritti marga. So these are all the means are in the nivritti, these are all means called as nivritti sadhana. Satyena amrita tyagena mrushavadana tyagena labhya praptavya. Satyam, his Atman is obtainable by truth. It was explained. What does it mean? Truth means Satya means truth, truth means Satya. What does it mean? Amritavatana tyagaha satyam. Amritavadanam, one who says Amritam, Mrushavadhanam, Mithya Bhashanam, that is called as Amritam. Tatyagam, one who done away with Amritavadhanam, Tena Atma Praptavya. Yastu Atmajnani Bhavitum Icchati, Tena Sarvada Amritavadhanam Tyaktavyam. Ityartha. It is an adjective. Idam ekam visheshanam tasya jnaninaha sadhana anusthane ratasya idam ekam chinnam bhavitum arhati yad amritavadana tyaga. When he renunciate this kind of amritavadana, then he will become satyavadi. That is helpful to attain Brahman knowledge. Kincha tapasa, tapaha. Tapaha means austerity. What kind of tapaha? There are so many tapas are explained in Shastras. Kritsha chandrayanadikam tapaha, deha dandanam tapaha. These are all the tapas shabdena abhidhiyante. These are all the explanations given in various scriptures. What kind of tapaha required here for a Brahmajnani means Indriya mana ekagrataya manaschendriyanam he aikagryam paramam tapaha iti smarana. Indriyanam manasascha aikagryameva tapaha. One who wants to become Brahman, he must have to control the sense organs and inner instrument, that is antahkarana, that is manas. One has to control these organs, sense organs and mind. Unless and until one who cannot control these sense organs or mind, he cannot succeed in his effort to reach Brahman. That is, it is very difficult. That's why it is called as tapaha. Austerity means, tapaha means it is not easy to perform. In the same way, the controlling of the sense organs and as well as mind, it is not an easy task. That's why it is called as tapaha. What kind of tapaha is required here? Here the controlling of the sense organs and mind itself is just like tapaha. That is the austerity. Tadhi anukulam atmadarshanaabhimukhi bhavat paramam sadhanam tapaha netara chandrayanadi. It is in the crystal clear manner. Bhashyakara says here tapashabdena chandrayanadikam tapaha na svikartavyah kintu indriya nigrahatmakam tapaha. That is the explanation given by Bhashyakara. Anukulam atmadarshanaabhimukhi bhavat paramam sadhanam. Why this is called as tapaha? This is always helpful to atma abhimukhi karanaya indriya nigraha. Indriya nigrahakyam tapaha eva sadhanam bhavitum arhati. That is why this kind of austerity, the controlling of sense organs as well as mind, that is called as tapaha, that is required to attain Brahman knowledge. Netara chandrayanadi eshaha atma labhyaha ityanushangas sarvatra. Samyajnanena yathabhutatmadarashanena brahmacharyena maithuna asamacharena. Samyajnanena, samyajnanam nama the knowledge of Brahman, yathartha jnanam, the proper knowledge, that is called as a proper knowledge. Yathatmo bhutatma darshanena brahmacharyena. Brahmacharyan nama maithuna asamacharena. The chastity which is to be followed constantly by a sannyasi. He cannot go for worldly satisfaction or physical satisfaction. That is called as brahmacharya, maithuna asamacharena. Nityam sarvada, nityam satyena, nityam tapasa, nityam samyajnaneneti sarvatra nitya shabdaha antadipika nyayena anushaktavyah. Here the word nitya applies to all these adjectives. Nityam satyena, nityam tapasa, and then nityam samyajnanena. Each and every day he has to practice it. Each and every day he has to talk satya. He has to perform tapaha. That means he has to control his indriyas and he has to acquire the proper knowledge. The continuation of the knowledge which was acquired on a particular day, it is to be continued constantly. Such kind of continuity in the tapas and knowledge and satya, the continuation, constant continuation of these kind of adjectives are helpful for a sadhaka to attain brahmajnana. Vakshatita nayeshu jimham anritam namayacha te eva atmanam drashtum prabhavanti. Yeshu jimham na bhavati. Jimham nama kutilata, kapatyam. Yeshu tavat kapatyam. Kapatyam nama kim? Ityuktau antarha antaha anyad bhavati, bahiranyad bhavati. Bahiranyad vadati. Saha kapatavadi. Ramayane uchyate vishakumbham payomukham natvam ramo vijanite vishakumbham payomukham iti kinchidvachanam shruyate. Vishakumbham payomukham uparyupari yadi pashyamaha kshiramiva bhati parantu adhastat tatra yadvartate tadvisham bhavati chet tadvadeva bahiranyad bhasate antaranyad vadati chet अन्यद् बहिर्वदति अन्तः तस्य अन्यदेव अभिप्रायः अन्येव वर्तते चेत् सः कपटवादी. That is called as jimha, that is anrita. Anrita means one who speaks something before. After realization only we will be able to know the exact opinion of the speaker. He is called as Mrishavadi. Yeshu idam na bhavati te eva yatayah te eva paradarshinaha bhavanti. Nayeshu jimhamamritam na mayacha. Koso atma yaha etais sadhanair labhyaha ityuchyate. With all these means, to know whom, who is that Atma, what kind of Atma he is. Antah sharire antah madhye sharirasya pundarikakashe jyotirmayohi rukmavarnaha shubhraha shuddhaha yam atmanam pashyanti upalabhante yatayaha yatanashilaha sannyasinaha kshinadoshaah kshidakrodhadi chittamalah. Atma is not different from me or the sadhaka. Atma, the sadhaka himself is Atma. To know himself, these are all the sadhanas, these are all the means. Atma is not different from sadhaka. That's why one who is residing in the sadhaka's hridaya, jyotirmaya rupena yastu sadhakasya hridayantarguhayam vartate saha atma. If he knows himself, he knows Atman. If he does not know himself, he does not know Atman. Jyotirmayaha, how he stays in hridayakasha, in the jyoti rupa, taddeva jyotisham jyotihi. He is in the form of jyoti. Jyotirmayaha rukmavarnaha shubhraha shuddhaha yam atmanam pashyanti upalabhante yatayaha. Here this word denotes yati. Yati means yamanashilaha yatihi. Yamanashilaha yastu yamayati indriyani antarindriyancha sahayatihi. Indriya nigraha yena kriyate saha yatihi ityuchyate. Being a yati, if he do not control his indriyas, he cannot become a true yati. Yatayaha yatanashila sannyasinaha kshina doshaha kshina krodhadi chittamalaha. Kshina doshaha, the doshas, the bad attributes, that is called as dosha. Bad attributes means durgunaha. Kete durgunaha krodhadi chittamalaha. If we have some kind of doshas in our mind, krodha, kopaha, krodhaha, lobhaha, mohaha, madaha, matsaryam, arishadvarga rupena ye abhidhiyante se sarvepi doshaha. One who removes all kind of these doshas from his mind, he is called as Shuddha. He is a Kshina dosha. He will be able to see himself. If his mind is purified one, once these Arishadvarga are removed, then his mind will become purified one. With purified mind only he will be able to see his self swarupam. Krodhadi chittamalaha saha atma nityam satyadi sadhanai sannyasibhir labhyaha na kadachit kai satyadibhi. That is the last sentence is very much important, as described by Bhashyakara. Satya, Jnana and Satya, Jnana, Vairagya. These are all the means to attain Brahmajnana. That was explained. But the constant Satya, the constant Jnana, the constant Dhyana, constant Vairagya is required. That means Nitya Rupena Satyam Dhyanam Jnanam Vairagyam Ityadikam Apekshate Natu Kadachitkam. Kadachit Jnanam Jayate, Kadachit Tatra Satyam Vadati, Kadachit Dhyanam Karoti, Kadachit Vairagyam Prapnoti iti che तादृशेन साधकेन आत्मज्ञानं प्राप्तुं न शक्यते। निरन्तररूपेण एतादृश सत्य ज्ञान ध्यान वैराग्यादीनाम् अभ्यासं यः करोति स एव आत्मज्ञानं लभते, न तु कादाचित् प्रयत्नेन। That means one has to do this kind of sadhana anusthana each and every day. That's why it is said, asupter amrteh kalam nayed vedanta chintaya. If he gets up in the morning until going to bed during the night, he has to think about Atman itself. That is the Atma Chintana, constant Satyanusthana, constant austerity and constant Vairagya. These are all will lead to him to attain moksha or Brahma Jnana. So, न कादाचित् कै सत्यादिभिर्लभ्यते। सत्यमेव जयते नामृतं सत्येन पन्था विततो देवयानः येनाक्रमन्ति ऋषयो ह्याप्तकामाः यत्र तत् सत्यस्य परमं निधानम्. In the next mantra here, satyadi sadhana stutyarthoyam arthavadah. Again, these are all the means explained here in the previous mantra. Satya, tapaha, dhyanam, vairagyam, these are all the means. Here again in this mantra, it will be explained in a different way. That means stuti, prashamsa kriyate. Prashamsa sadhana anusthane pravrityatishayad dyotanaya. अर्थवादः इत्युच्यते मीमांसा शास्त्रे। वेदान्तेष्वपि तत्र तत्र अभिधीयते अर्थवादः। अर्थवादः इत्युक्तौ nowadays what we see in the televisions or in newspapers, in the print and electronic media, what we see, this kind of advertisement, these advertisements are nothing but arthavada. There will not be any truth if we take literary meaning. Only pravrityatishaya karane eva tatparyam. If a product is produced from a company, to get it marketed, he needs some kind of advertisement. Why? It has so many kind of qualities. This is the object which is lowest priced one, and which gives so many performances. Such kind of explanation will be given. That kind of explanation itself is called as arthavada. That's why nowadays these advertisements are best example for arthavada. In the same way, in the Shastras and Vedas and Upanishads also, there will be some arthavadas. Whatever the means are explained here, to follow those means, one has to need some kind of special effort. For such kind of effort, he should be encouraged. For that matter, the explanation about the means in a different type, that is called as arthavada. Satyadi sadhana stutyarthoyam arthavadaha. Satyameva satyavaneva jayate jayati nanratam nanratavadi. Here Satyameva jayate. This is the famous saying. Almost I think this is the motto of Supreme Court, I think. Satyameva jayate. Satyameva jayate, what does it mean? Satyam will not be the victory or defeat. This is not for Satya or Asatya. But one who follows Satya, he will be victorious, otherwise he will be defeated. So Satyameva Jayate means Satyavan Jayati. That is the explanation given by Bhashyakara. Satyameva, Satyavaneva Jayate Jayati. Nanritam, na anritavadi, anritavadi, mrishavadi. One who says anritam, he will be exposed at a particular period of time. Then he will be defeated. Nahi satyanritayo kevalayoho purusha anashritayoho jayah parajayoha. Satyam yadi purushashritam, anritam yadi purushashritam, satyasya jayaha nama satyam yena ashritam tasya jayaha. Anritam yena ashritam tasya parajayaha. That means one who follows Satya, he will be victorious. Otherwise he will be defeated. Prasiddham loke satyavadina anritavadi abhibhuyate na viparyeyaha. In the worldly business also it is quite natural. One who says yatharthavadi, satyavadi, he will become victorious. Na anritavadi. Ataha siddham satyasya balavat sadhanam. That's why this is the powerful means. Satyam, this is Satya is powerful means to attain knowledge. Sadhanatvam. Kincha shastradopyavagamyate satyasya sadhanatve atishayatvam katham satyena yathabhuta vadavyavasthaya pantha devayanakyo vitato vistirnaha satatyena pravrittaha. In the Shastras also, in the scriptures also, Satya is being called as a powerful instrument. How? Satyena yathabhuta vadavyavasthaya, yathabhutarthavadena pantha devayanakyo vitato vistirno margaha. There are two ways. One is Pitruyana, other one is Devayana marga. Pitruyana marga, Dakshinayana marga, and Devayana means Uttarayana marga. That is explained in the Gita itself. Agnir Jyotirah Shaklaha Shanmasa Uttarayanam Tatra Prayata Gachanti Brahma Brahmavido Janaha. That is called as Devayana marga or Uttarayana marga. Another one is Dakshinayana marga. Dhumo Ratris Tatha Krishna Shanmasa Dakshinayanam Tatra Chandravasam Jyotri Yogi Prapti Nivartate. That is called as Dakshinayana marga. Here this Devayana marga can be followed. In Devayana marga, one who goes, one who performs these kind of Satya. That's why Satya is also a means to go in the Devayana marga. Satatyena pravrittaha. Yena bathahi akramanti kramante rishayah darshanavantaha ke gachanti Devayana margena etavat satyameva adriyante te maranat param devayanena margena gachanti. Ke gachanti rishayah gachanti. Kete rishayah ityuktau darshanavantaha. Ye darshanam kurvanti. Kim tatra darshanam kurvanti? Kuhaka maya shathya ahankara dambha anruta varjitaha rishayah aptakamaha vigata trishnaha sarvataha yatra yasmin tat paramartha tattvam satyasya uttama sadhanasya sambandhi sadhyam paramam prakrishtam nidhanam purushartha rupena nidhiyate iti nidhanam. Darshanavantaha rishayah etavat pashyanti. Kete rishayah kuhaka maya shathya ahankara dambha anrita varjita. One who is very much straightforward, he will not say any anrita or kuhaka or maya or dambha or ahankara. These are all the bad attributes. To call him as a liar, he will become a liar. One who says anrita, satyam na bhashate, anritam bhashate, kuhakam bhashate, mayaya bhashate, garvena bhashate, ahankarena bhashate. dambhena bhashate. These are all the hurdles in the way of moksha, in the way to attain moksha or in the way to attain Brahman knowledge. These are all the hurdles. Those who are capable of remove these bad qualities from their mind, te rishayaha yathartha jnanena akramanti rishayaha aptakamaha paramartha sattvam. Aptakamaha nama vigata trishna. Trishna nama asha. Asha bahya vastu vishayini asha trishna shabdena abhidiyate vedanteshu. The desire to attain the external objects, that is called as trishna. If you want to have something which is external one, if you go for it and you try for it, then it is called as trishna. If you are not desirous of worldly object, vigata trishna. Trishna rahita asha vivarjita. The worldly objects are not desired by a person who is called as vigata trishna. He is called as rishi. Tadrisha rishayaha vigata trishnaha sarvataha yatra yasmin tat paramartha tattvam satyasya uttama sadhanasya sambandhi. Satya sambandhi paramartha tattvam. Yat paramartha tattvam, that is the Brahman. Brahman itself is the paramartha tattva. Satya is related to Brahman, which is very much closer to Brahman. That is why it is called as Satyam Paramartha Sambandhi. Sadhyam Paramam Prakrishtam Nidhanam Purushartha Rupeda Nidhiyate iti Nidhanam Vartate. Tatra cha yena patha akravanti saha satyena vitate. Vitataha iti purvena sambandha. Yena margena te gacchanti saha margaha satyena sambadhaha devayana ye devayanakhya pantha. That is called as devayana marga. One who follows this satya marga, he follows the devayana marga. One who follows the devayana marga, he will, that devayana will leads him to Brahman only. ये तु उत्तरायण मार्गेण अथवा देवयानेन मार्गेण गच्छन्ति ते पुनः संसाराय नागच्छन्ति. तत्र प्रयाता गच्छन्ति ब्रह्म ब्रह्मविदो जनाः. That is explained in the Bhagavad Gita itself. One who follows this devayana marga, he will not come back to this world again. He will become Brahman himself at a particular period of time. That's why devayana marga, satya marga itself will lead him to devayana marga. Satya marga, if you follow this satya marga will help the sadhaka to follow this devayana marga. Once he goes in the devayana marga, he will not come back to this world. That's why these are all the satya, jnana, dhyana, vairagya. These are all the means to attain moksha.